Le son pur, c'est sur Radio Pur FM.
Rentre la caillou, lavez main, avant ou al chita pour manger tout, lavez main, ou fin tout c'est au fin externe, ou fin mouche néon, lavez main, lavez, 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 professeur, parents, famille, amis, voisins, voisines, lavez, 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 nous tout conserver. Pour saute prendre soin yon monde qui l'hôpital ou bien malade, lavez main, chercher de l'eau propre, chercher savon, lavez main, frotter l'eau main, frotter plat main, frotter fente douette tout, nettoyer en bas zone, bien laver main pour plus vite 20 secondes. Lavez, 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 lavez. Ouais, si tu dans période coronavirus ça, évitez trop coller sur moun qui a poussé ou bien qui a la fièvre. Évitez trop coller sur moun qui est sous route ou dans la rime. Kembe distance pour plus petit 1 mètre à tout le monde. Et si vous sentez symptômes coronavirus, relez dans 116 ou bien si vous avez des questions, relez dans 2020. C'est un message projet développement communautaire participatif CDD avec support USAID, OEA, PADF et ministère santé publique.
Ay, baguette arrête. Et nos amis bien que pas ça. Est-ce qu'on entend parler de corona? Yo dis un virus qui pas joué, ouais. C'est maintenant qui vous veillez quoi, ouais. Faut laver main de temps en temps. Pas bailler la main, pas prendre la main. Big and bobo, faut des standing en bras. D'après ça, yo dit, il fait un pile dégâts. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver main aux amis de temps en temps. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver main aux amis de temps en temps. Si vous sentez quelque chose, amis, pas perdre du temps. Prenez un téléphone, relez dans l'hôpital. Pas cracher en l'air, pas cracher à terre. Puis qu'on panique, sous pas contre qui ça vous fait. Que les autorités, ou y'a pas tout qui ça vous fait. Si vous sentez ou à trembler ou à tousser, pas qu'à respirer ou l'étouffer. Zami pas fait tête dit, faut qu'on tende tout ça yo dit. Zami pas fait tête dit, faut qu'on tende tout ça yo dit. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver mon amis de temps en temps. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver mon amis de temps en temps. Solidarité, solidarité, amis. Solidarité, ouais, yeah, yeah. Solidarité, solidarité, amis. Solidarité, ouais, yeah. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver mon amis de temps en temps.
Si il y a un restaurant haïtien qui respecte les normes internationales dans USA, il parle que Cuisine la Caille Plus. Qui bla école dans 1672 Blue Hill Avenue Matapen. Toute prestation train dans Matapen Square. Un bel espace propre, sécurisé, climatisé. Depuis sous nom Cuisine la Caille Plus, nous déjà manger au bon, c'est coupé douette, bouillon tête cabrit, du riz avec jonjon, pitimi, blé, maïs moulin, du riz collé, sauce pois, légumes, lambi, bon banane. Moi connais un pile nous te perdu goût bouche nous, mais grâce à cuisine la caille plus, tout problème résoudre. Si l'ami, pas faire négligence, suspend manger tinté cap banou acide. Couille algérie votre nous dans cuisine la caille plus. Téléphone 857 267 48 67.
Un son qui résonne dans vos tympans. Le son pur de Radio Pure FM.
It'll be Francie Pirro, who has 3 goals this cycle to get us underway. It's Canada in red, it's Haiti in white. And this second leg of round 2 of World Cup qualifying is underway. Canada with the 1-0 advantage on aggregate, getting that goal on the road through Kyle Larin, who has now scored 6 goals this cycle and is just 1 behind Alex Bunbury on Canada's all-time goals list in World Cup qualifiers. And early on, it's Haiti in possession. And Canada, of course, playing another one of these win-or-go-home games. They technically don't need to win. A draw at 0-0 would do the trick tonight. But John Herdman said coming into this game that we showed that we can grind it out. We've been criticized in the past for not grinding out performances on the road, and he said that coming out of the last game, and said this is as tough a place as he's ever seen or been. And he says he's happy to come back to Chicago with some control over their destiny. As this will be a throw-in going Canada's way. Here's Alphonso Davies, the game changer that he can be, out on this left flank for the Canadians. Much like we saw in the game previous between Curacao and Panama, it will all be on Haiti to force the game and push the game where they want it to go and where they need it to go, because they do need a goal tonight. This Canadian side, it took them a little bit to get going. In the last game they played on this field a week ago against Suriname, right at about the half-hour mark, it was Alphonso Davies latching onto a perfectly weighted ball in behind from Jonathan David. And that got the scoring started. Once the second half came around, they really wore down Suriname, and Jonathan David was able to capture his hat trick within about a half hour. All 3 of his goals coming in the second 45 minutes. And here's David trying to start an attack. Ricardo Ade was able to snuff it out at the back. Now let's see how quickly Haiti can move forward, and Canada a chance to turn defense into attack. And here's Davies. Kennedy looking to play this in behind. David is onside. Jonathan David gets it back to his left foot, fires across in, and it's headed away. Corner kick coming for Canada. Kevin Lafrance there to head that out. Maybe an early test for Josue Duverger. Stacchio will come over to take this corner. It'll be an in-swinger coming for Canada. Here it comes towards the top of the 6. David tried to get down and head that forward. Said he missed it and it was cleared out of play. Here's Kennedy earning just his 3rd cap. He's starting as part of that 3-back system tonight alongside Steven Vittoria, who did not play a week ago today against Suriname, but did play over the weekend against Haiti in the first leg. Daniel Henry and Alistair Johnston also there in defense. And there is John Herdman, a very passionate manager for this Canadian side. He was named head coach on January 8th of 2018 after spending about 7 years with the women's national team for Canada. And now here's Alphonso Davies. Sending this centrally. Laren will get this back for Osorio. Haiti able to clear this away. One back in a good area. Davies now. Will knock this out wide. Mark Anthony Kay plays this behind Osorio. And Haiti will just try to clear this away. Doing a lot of defending here in the opening 5 minutes. And you'd think at some point we'd see Derek Etienne Jr. coming into this match tonight. He starts on the bench. He scored that big goal against Nicaragua a week ago to get that 1-0 victory and get them into this round 2. Borjan will distribute from the back. Kennedy. Eustachio. Laren dropping deep, and he was fouled. Free kick to Canada. And now Davies starting this attack down the left. His cross coming in, just got a touch on it. David goes down. The referee had a good look at it and says no penalty as David stays on the ground. As Haiti trying to come back the other way, and now a foul on the far touchline. Daniel Henry will get a talking to, and it looks like a yellow card from Rubiel Vasquez. Here's the penalty shout. Well, he did come through that left leg of David. Brian Alcius. That's, I mean, we've seen penalties similar to that given. I think taking into consideration all that Rubiel Vasquez had there, I think a good call to wave that away. But it is a yellow card on the ensuing foul back on the far touchline. It's Kyle Laren who will go into the book. As Haiti looked a bit out from the back. And that is actually Daniel Henry who was into the book with that yellow card, not Kyle Laren. Daniel Henry getting that yellow card. It looks like he is part of that three-back system with Alistair Johnston moving out to that right side while Richie Larea moves to the bench. It was Johnson who played as part of that three-back system last week against Suriname. And he now finds himself in a more advanced role tonight. Here he is on the ball. Eustachio dropping a bit deeper to receive possession. Kennedy comes centrally for Mark Anthony Kay. Canada being forced back here by a bit of pressure from Haiti. And here comes the long ball over the top Duverger, a 21-year-old, able to catch that on a bounce. Plays his club football in Portugal. Made just one start during this past domestic season. So not a lot of games under Duverger's belt as of late. He did spend some time a couple years back with various youth national teams for Haiti. But earning his first start in arguably the biggest game for Haiti in quite some time. This ball's played in. Haiti trying to clear this away. Davies, a little push in the back on Ade. That'll be a free kick going back to the Haitians. It's just that little shove from Alphonso Davies. Of course, you can't talk about these two teams without mentioning the 2019 Gold Cup. We'll get to that in a moment as Arcus trying to lift a ball into the box as Davies knocks this out of play. An attacking third throw-in coming for Haiti. Bazile lifts this in. Borjan able to punch it away, and Eustachio will slice his clearance out of play on the far side. And an early attack here coming from Haiti. Here comes the throw-in in the zone. And it's cleared out of play, but of course, going back to 2019, Canada in the quarterfinals looked like they were off to a great start with Jonathan David scoring and then Lucas Cavallini about 10 minutes later. And then come the second half, 3 unanswered goals, including from 2 players playing in this game tonight, Duncan Sazoman, Herb Bazile. Here comes another shot, it's deflected and taken by Borjan. So on the night, one of those very tough defeats taken from Canada. Haiti advanced on to the semifinals where they eventually lost to Mexico 1-0 after extra time. You feel like that's one of those building block games for a federation such as Haiti with so much talent. They'll try to replicate that come the Gold Cup in a few weeks' time. This run through. Osorio trying to track this down. It's knocked out of play by Brian Alcius. There's a look at the Haitian manager Jean-Jacques Pierre, hired back on March 12th. Played in 2 World Cup qualifiers himself back in 2004 and earned 64 caps for the Haitian national team. Just 44 years old, taking charge of this Haitian national team. And a lot on the line as Duverger pumps this back up field. Immediately concedes possession. Alphonso Davies working out of tight spaces and finding the space on the far side for Johnson. He'll lift this one in. Laren just wide. And he was in an offside position anyway, wouldn't have counted. He was standing all alone. Looked like Davies took the defender with him. And you can see that he was in an offside position as that cross was lifted in. Just lurking there is Kyle Laren, who has led this team in goals during this cycle with 6. Cavallini has 5, and I think that he just lost that in the lights, looking for that switch of play. It was LaFrance looking up into the bright lights at SeaGeek Stadium. And a giveaway from Canada, and Haiti looks upfield. They'll get this ball out wide, advantage being played. Here comes the cross. Vitoria there to clear it. He'll be out for a throw-in. Or not quite. It was just saved on that far touchline. I think Herb Bazile thought that went out as well. And now it does for a throw-in. Trying to find that space on the near side for Davies. Plays it ahead for David. And Davies takes it right back. Little touch. Jonathan David, look at this from Canada. They just can't find the finish. David trying to play that in for Kyle Larin. A silky move there from the Canadian front line. And in the end, knocked out for another corner kick coming for Canada. Davies working in tight spaces. David showing his flair as well. But Larin just couldn't latch onto that cross in the end. Stacchio. Comes the in-swinger, Duverger. Trying to clear this away. It looked like there was a collision inside the 6-yard box. A Canadian player still down as play continues through Scott Kennedy. And now Davies takes that touch in field. Finds David. Two Canadian players diving in for that, and Eustachio smartly just finds the space for Henry at the back. I feel like you open a scouting report on this Canadian side. Davies and David, the first two names on the page. And right now, Haiti trying to slow both of them down as they have been instrumental in attacking movements for Canada so far, as you'd expect. Challenge coming in on Larin, puts himself down on the turf. Here's some space. Arcus gets to the end line. Low cross in. Looked like the intended target with Francis Pirro. And now a chance for Canada to clear this back up field. As Ade goes over the back of David, it's a foul on the Canadian. Hard fall for Ricardo Ade. Bazile will lift this in. Good ball in. The zone was waiting there in the area. Just curled out of his reach. I feel like either side, if they're able to advance, will pose a big challenge for the other qualified teams in the final round. This Canadian side with so much talent and young talent, the likes of Jonathan David and Alphonso Davies. As for Haiti, good talent there as well, with goal scorers like Francis Pirro and Duckins Nazone, and as John Herdman said, going to a place like Port-au-Prince and playing in that venue, if Haiti can get fans in there, that will not be an easy away day for any of the nations in that final round. And El Salvador already with a big advantage over St. Kitts and Nevis. And again, Arcus finding space in behind Alphonso Davies. This cross is blocked out of play. It'll be a corner kick, and that's an area of the field that Haiti are looking to exploit, with Davies getting high up the field. A chance for Arcus to get in behind and provide service from this right side. Davies, of course, a left back for his club side in Bayern Munich, but of course loves to get up the field and does so plenty for this Canadian side as well. And here comes the in-swinger on the corner kick. Borjan was behind the intended target of Pirro. And it looks like another corner kick coming for Haiti, as Daniel Henry needs a moment to get back to his feet. That ball kind of deflecting through. And it looks like Pirro did get a touch on it, as Borjan came to try to punch it away as well. It looks like we're ready to go for the second corner now. 20 minutes gone. Another ball whipped in near post, headed away, top of the box, Saba! And it's taken in the end by Borjan. Well, good opportunity there for Haiti, as Steven Saba, who spent some time with FC Montreal, has made 3 appearances during this cycle in previous qualifiers and gets the start again tonight. Ball played through, Borjan off his line. Nearly there for Haiti, duck into the zone, coming right through the middle. And some warning signs for Canada, as Haiti are starting to pose more questions here for this Canadian back line. And John Herdman knows that there is plenty of quality in this Haitian side, even without some of the attacking options that were not able to make the trip tonight. Of course, Johnny Placide, one of those players, missing out tonight. The starting goalkeeper, who has earned 58 caps for his country. And it's Josue Duverger starting in goal tonight for this Haitian side, on a massive night for both of these nations. Nearing the midway point of this first half, it's 1-0 Canada on aggregate. Haiti have really grown into this game nicely. There have been a couple of chances now for both sides in this game, as Henry smartly lets this run through for Borjan. Here's Davies, always so dangerous on the ball, using his pace here, and a heavy touch will give it right back to Haiti. Marc-Anthony Kaye gets this into a wide position for Davies. Early ball in, David sets himself. David, saved by Duverger. A big test early for the young Haitian goalkeeper. Good work in tight spaces. Not sure if Duverger or Ricardo Ade got the final touch on it. In the end, it doesn't matter. It's out for a corner kick now for Canada. Eustachio will provide the service again from this near side corner. Duverger comes out, trying to effect that ball out. And this will be a foul. Alistair Johnson coming from behind, just trying to play that back forward for Kyle Laren. This will be a foul on Francie Pirro. Scott Kennedy going down. And just stepping on that left ankle. Henry trying to pick out a pass upfield. Chested down. Johnson is there for Canada, who goes down and earns a free kick. Kevin Lafrance there to commit the foul for Haiti. Two arms around Johnson. He felt the contact and went down. Rubio Vasquez awarding the free kick now. Davies Eustachio will stand over this. It's an interesting distance for Canada, and one that will surely test Josue Duverger, at least just setting this back line. It's now just Eustachio standing over it. He'll provide the service in. Too far for everyone, out of play and a goal kick. Marcus coming centrally in a dangerous position and just getting that pass away, almost right into the path of about 5 red shirts. Bazile. Saba has his pass deflected, and Davies finds some open space. He'll clip this ahead for David. It's too far as Duverger now has to retreat, but the flag was up anyway on Jonathan David. A little bit for John Herdman to think about here as he munches on something. The same for Jean-Jacques Pierre. At what point do they really start to throw more bodies forward? Obviously, still plenty of time left to go. But a goal heading into halftime would surely affect things one way or the other. Away goals are in effect, so that does influence things should Haiti get a second goal tonight. Davies finding the space. Still going. Osorio. Eustachio trying to pick out an early ball, and Ade had to go down to his knee to head that away. Here's David. Finds himself on the far side. Seems like him and Davies have that free roll just to kind of roam underneath Kyle Laren, who was the target striker. Kennedy's pass, trying to find a path to Davies, was cut off. Laren appealing for handball, trying to play that back to Kay. Davies, good work to try to keep that, and it does pay off in the end, but his touch, a bit too heavy after all. This will be another foul and a free kick awarded to Canada. This time it's Alphonso Davies who will stand over this. Here comes the in-swinger. It's headed away at the top of the area. And the clearance sliced out of play. Just past the half-hour mark from Bridgeview, Illinois, and SeatGeek Stadium. The home away from home for Canada during World Cup qualifiers. This is leg 2 of round 2. These two teams met in Haiti on Saturday. It was a 1-0 win for Canada. A goal through this man, Kyle Laren, going right at Ricardo Ade. And the back heel will give this right back to David. Into the middle, Osorio. Referee just says play on. Haiti really waiting to the last moment to make these clearances. And the pace of that front line for Canada really giving Haiti some trouble. Ade just getting that challenge right. Davies gets right back to his feet, advantage being played. First cross is blocked, second one saved by Duverger again and a third time. Josue Duverger, his first start for Haiti in his career and coming up absolutely massive. Here it is again. 1, 2, and 3. The 21-year-old getting it done for Haiti in place of Johnny Placide, who was not able to travel here to Chicago. Here comes the corner kick, back post, and headed away. Now, if you're John Herdman, you have to love this pressure you're putting on. And if you're Jean-Jacques Pierre, you are living on thin ice right now with a young goalkeeper, but he has come up absolutely massive now on a few occasions. Here it is again. A triple save, one off the chest, another off the chest, and a third off the chest. Is making himself big right in front of goal, and David denied. And Alphonso Davies is saying cross that into the middle. But a goal scorer like David, who's coming off a hat trick last week, he knows how to score, he wants to score. Now a player down for Canada is Steven Eustachio. Eustachio trying to ping a ball out to the far side, and it does come off. Johnson will have to concede a throw-in. Pressure was put on him right as he received that pass. Pierre on the far touchline. Victoria battling with Francis Pirro. Pirro wins the battle and will win a corner kick for Haiti. What a game this has been so far. The tension, you can just feel it with these two sides. Here comes the in-swinger, back post over everybody's head. LaFrance will not be able to get there. It's straight out for a throw-in. Davies will come over to take this throw-in. Laren. Ade sends this back forward, and Victoria finds space for Johnson. Right back for Johnson. Davies, look at that first touch. He was taken off the ball by Saba. And he was wrestled to the ground by Mark-Anthony Kaye. A free kick to Haiti. Foul actually might have been on Davies in the end. Play back downfield, will put it out for a Milan Borjan goal kick. Play down the line for Davies. Kaye, heavy challenge coming in. Brian Alcius. This will be a talking to from Rubiel Vasquez. People say he got the ball, but yeah, he did, but the force he came in with, that's the foul. Triple teamed was Alphonso Davies. Francis Pirro turned around and went right into Steven Victoria. Osorio making a long run through the middle, and Johnson just couldn't get it to him. And here's Duckins Nazone trying to beat Henry around the corner with pace. And Henry wins the battle in the end. Able to use his strength to fend off Duckins Nazone. Canada's had the better of the chances tonight. The triple save coming a few minutes ago from Josue Duverger. As Kaye was tripped up. It'll be a free kick to Canada. David for Davies. We're hearing that a lot. Saba plays this back. David tracking in defensively. Davies will play this centrally. Osorio just trying to lay that off for Kyle Laren. And maybe a chance to break for Haiti. Pirro cutting in field. Again. Haiti able to keep it. Bazile not able to get by Scott Kennedy. It's been those moments in transition. If Haiti has been able to play through this midfield, they have found success, but it has not been easy to do so. Eustachio and Kaye providing cover in front of that back line. And now back the other way. Laren with options in the middle. This cross was blocked out. A corner kick coming for Canada. Davies will provide the service this time. Here comes the service. Victorious the back post. His header was deflected out by Ricardo Ade. Another corner kick coming for Canada on the other side. Duverger has come up with some big saves already. Might he be forced into action again? Steven Eustachio now. Canada favoring those in-swingers. It's back post again. Header comes centrally, diving headers out of play. A great opportunity for Daniil Henry right at the top of the 6-yard box. And his diving header was put wide right. This was set up very nicely, looking for Vittoria again on the back stick. If he puts that on frame, it would have had to been another special save coming from Duverger. But Henry just couldn't direct it the opposite direction. And Canada will come again. David was chopped down, and this will be a yellow card. And it's Brian Alcius. Second yellow card issued. One has gone to Daniil Henry, the other there to Alcius. That's maybe one to take note of for Haiti. Alcius playing in that midfield, he breaks up quite a bit. Giveaway right to Davies. Quick touches ahead for David. And keep it moving. Osorio plays this in. Falls for Alphonso Davies, whose shot is blocked. He was off balance. And he'll let this trickle out for another corner kick. These corner kicks really starting to mount now for Canada. This will be corner kick number 7 already through 43 minutes. Here comes the in-swinger. Once again, back post, headed on, saved off the line. Haiti has come up with big defensive play after big defensive play, keeping them in this game just for now. And a chance now for Haiti to break. They'll come down the far side. Pierre cutting in field and taking off the ball. And played into space. The flag stays down. Options in the middle. Canada will keep this in through Alphonso Davies. Cutting back, trying to stay on his feet. And now possession given to Haiti, but only for a moment as Davies wins it back. Early ball in, Duverger there to control things and settle things for Haiti as he distributes quickly. And here it is again. Saved off the line by Carlins Arcus, who has come back from injury for this game. Right place, right time. As Duverger was way off his line there, just trying to affect that ball coming back in. Not sure if he got a finger on that or now, but Arcus got a full forehead behind it. What a first half defensively this has been. And maybe a bit of a surprise with the players that Haiti is missing, including goalkeeper Johnny Placide and Alex Christian Jr., both who have started in previous games. And the flag up for offside. That was a pretty easy one to spot. Kyle Larin just drifting a bit too far forward as we get into 1 minute of additional time at the end of this first half. So much on the line tonight. As Bazile is fouled by Kennedy, or was he? Which way will this go? It looks like this will go the way of Canada. Bazile thought he was pushed in the back by Kennedy. Here it is again. You saw two hands put on the back of Bazile. He went to ground, he grabbed the ball, and the referee said that's not a foul. And this should be one of the last touches of this first half. And there is the final whistle of what has been quite the first 45 minutes from Chicago. A spot in the octagon.
Un son qui résonne dans vos tympans. Le son pur de Radio Pure FM. Le son pur, c'est sur Radio Pure FM.
Ou t'étais yo rentré la caillou. Lave men ou avant ou al chita pour manger tout. Lave men ou fin tout se ou fin esterne ou fin mouche ou. Lave men ou lave 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 lave
élève l'école, directeur, professeur, parents, famille, amis, voisins, voisines. Nous tous concernés. Pour ceux qui prennent soin d'un monde qui est à l'hôpital ou bien malade, cherchez de l'eau propre, cherchez savon, frottez l'eau, frottez plat, frottez fente doué tout, nettoyez en bas zone, bien laver pour plus vite 20 secondes.
Lave, 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 lave.
Ouais, si tu dans période coronavirus ça, évitez trop coller sur moun qui poussé ou bien qui a la fièvre. Évitez trop coller sur moun qui est sous foot ou dans la rime. Kembe distance pour plus petit, on met à tout le monde. Et sous ça.
Final round, the octagonal in World Cup qualifying in CONCACAF. Curacao has already been eliminated tonight by Panama. Well, El Salvador and St. Kitts and Nevis are going at it, with El Salvador having come into the night up 4-0 on aggregate. Oh, dangerous at the back from Duverger! Oh my goodness! It's an own goal! Catastrophic mistake by the youngster. He could not have been bigger in that first 45 minutes, and he puts it into his own net. He cannot believe what just happened, and Canada have a goal, magically, astoundingly. Just a simple back pass. You thought the first touch, all right, a little nervous, and then the second one. He hits it with his instep. Just a simple back pass from Kevin LaFrance. And Haiti has got to be thinking, are you serious? And now we speak about the hill getting a little bit steeper for Haiti. Well, here you go. That should have been nothing more than a simple clearance, and instead, this game has been turned on its head as Haiti will now need 2 goals, extra time, penalties, both off the table tonight. Haiti now need 2 goals, and if they score 2, and Canada stays at just this one tonight, they would be advancing on, but still a long way between then and where we are now. Josue Duverger, the 21-year-old, earning his first start in favor of Johnny Placida, who was not able to travel. So Duverger gets thrown into the fire tonight. He was massive in the first 45 minutes. And now that. But Haiti will have to respond, and they have a free kick to do just that. Neil Henry going down inside the area. Here comes the set piece, slow ball in and cleared away. Well, all of the thoughts from, as Duverger gets another touch here, all of the thoughts from Jean-Jacques Pierre in the halftime locker room, I'm sure, just go right out the windows. This is nervy at the back, but Bourillon there to cover it. Haiti was in a great position. Canada had so many chances through that first 45 minutes, but they were not able to score. So then if you're Haiti, you feel like you're right in this game. And then not even a minute goes by, and just a super unfortunate mistake. So how will they recover? You saw the attack-minded substitution. It was more like for like, though, with Etienne Jr. coming on for Basile at the start of this half. And Canada now looking just to put this away. Johnson has his cross deflected out. This will be the first corner kick of the second half for Canada. It'll be their 8th overall. This will be played short. And now here comes the cross. And out for another corner. Number 9. Osorio, near post. Looked like David whiffed on that initial attempt. Play down the line. Kay. Into the corner. Kay gets around. Kay still going. Where is this foul going to be? And it is inches outside the area. Another look at it. I think the referee gets that right. He had to look straight down the line. Of course, his momentum carrying him in, but the initial contact, that is outside the area, and a great decision from Rubiel Vasquez. So here comes the in-swinger from Davies, headed away at the near post. Well, Canada's spot in the final round of World Cup qualifying, feeling a bit more secure after the own goal right at the start of this second half. And chances have come few and far between for Haiti through 45 minutes. Haven't had much going forward in the opening 6 or so minutes. Pierre is fouled. Head for Pirro. Knocked away. Etienne Jr. hasn't had many touches since coming on at halftime. Maybe something breaking now. Duckins Nazone. Nazone swarmed by a sea of red jerseys. And Canada will look upfield. Kyle Larin holding play up for the Canadians and does so well to find Davies. Turning the corner and earning a free kick. Pardon me, a throw-in. As Larin is fouled, this will be a free kick. What is going through the mind of Jean-Jacques Pierre? Getting this wide for Davies. Couple of step overs. Davies. Osorio. Johnson. Canada being very patient now. No real need to force the issue as Haiti now down 2-0 on aggregate. And I'm sure if you're John Herdman, you want to put this as far out of reach as possible and as quick as possible. Another nervy moment there for Duverger out of the back. Flicked along, Victoria stuck his foot in, and Kay able to look upfield, slipping this in. Jonathan David, saved by Duverger! And Ade able to clear it away for Haiti. More and more warning signs here for this Haitian back line. But Duverger coming up with another big save, the triple save to deny David in the first half. And this one to deny him of another scoring opportunity. Just a remarkable turn of events in this opening 10 minutes. It felt like if you were Haiti, you were just hanging around. Sure, the chances weren't there, but all you really needed was one counterattack to go your way. Just 2 shots so far in this game for Haiti to Canada's 8. They've only had 38% of the ball as Pierre looks to switch the play. Good first touch by Nazone. He's cutting in field. Every time he does so, there's a red jersey there to meet him. The zone, Alcius, Daniel Henry. This will be a free kick going the other way as it nearly fell for Etienne Jr. It was a 50-50 ball, both players going in, and this is a big decision. Brian Alcius already on a yellow card. That is a late challenge from Alcius. Henry was absolutely there first, and you can see the stun right into the shin. And I understand Rubiel Vasquez not wanting to send a player off in a game of this magnitude, but already being on a yellow card and that challenge coming in, a big decision from the referee. Here it is again. Henry absolutely gets the ball first, and then you can see the contact from Alcius. Henry still being tended to here. So Henry back on his feet. Canada getting ready to put this back in play, and that is a massive decision from Rubiel Vasquez, tonight's referee. Alcius already on the yellow card from the first half. But Alcius will stay on the field after that lengthy delay as Henry was being tended to. Plenty of options on the bench. Should John Herdman need to go there for Henry as this match continues, as Pierre looks to dribble out of a tight spot. And eventually he's fouled. Is this one of those games where if Haiti can get one goal, would that open things up to go on and get another? Nazone will play this down the line. Simonsen sends this in, chance coming, Etienne Jr. puts it wide. Maybe the best chance of the match for Haiti, and it goes begging. Look at all the space. Vitorius tried to just slide a foot in at the last moment, but in the end, that is a miss from Etienne Jr. Can Haiti look to build from that opportunity right at the hour mark? Etienne Jr., who scored a big goal last week against Nicaragua to get them into this round. Duverger under some pressure again. Does well here to get this clear. As far as Nazone, who's played a much bigger part in this second half than he did in the first. Another big challenge coming in right to the pocket from Rubiel Vasquez, and this will be a yellow card. And the Canadian players starting to take exception to these heavy challenges coming in. It's now the second one in just a matter of a few minutes. There it is again. Stud showing as Mark-Anthony Kaye went down. Haiti seeing a bit more on the ball here in the past few minutes. They were able to work the chance through Etienne Jr. Simonsen down this left side. But now they find themselves down 2-0 on aggregate after the own goal from Josue Duverger at the start of this half. About 30 seconds after the whistle. Saba. Canada win this back in a good spot. Davies. Back out wide for David. Trying to slip it right back where it came from. And it was cut off. Francis Pirro now. Kay couldn't keep it in. Throw in coming for Haiti. Pierre. Alcius might be lucky to still be on the field. Laren will pick this up. Osorio. Trying to switch the play and find Davies, and Canada just making it a bit too difficult on themselves at the moment. They've done well to get into the final third. It's just the last touch right now at the moment. And it might keep the door open just a tad for Haiti as this goes wide. Flag stays down. Etienne Jr. will send this in. An appeal for hand. Ball referee waves it away. Saba. Low drive. Etienne Jr. Arcus' cross. Bit too strong. It'll trickle out of play. A throw-in coming for Canada. Will be in no rush to take this. Another look at the handball shout. I think that's a good call from the referee. That hit Johnson first and then may have just glanced his arm. And a substitution coming for Canada. It will be the first of the match for John Herdman. That'll be David Wotherspoon. A like-for-like substitution as Jonathan Osorio will be replaced. Herdman electing for some fresh legs off the bench just past the hour mark. Wotherspoon earning his 7th cap as he comes in for the final 25 minutes plus stoppage time. David is cut down, free kick to Canada. Davies. And the referee will bring this back for a free kick going in Canada's direction again. Kate gets this in. It's by one defender as Davies out to the left. Davies will get there. His cross for Jonathan David to put this away for Canada. It's saved. And cleared off the line once more. Simonsen there for Haiti. That might have been going just wide. Simonsen was not taking any chances. Put in quickly. Eustachio's cross. Headed away. And Pierre will get there now for Haiti as he is tripped up. Free kick. Stepping on the foot of Pierre was Mark-Anthony Kaye. So already tonight, Panama has booked its spot in the octagonal. El Salvador has a commanding 5-0 advantage over St. Kitts and Nevis. And Canada edging ever closer to putting their name in the octagonal as well. It'll be the first time since the 1998 World Cup cycle. And in that hex, Canada went just 1-6-3. But with this generation, they have their eyes on something greater. As Davies sends this in, Laren, Kyle Laren's out wide. He scored the goal in the first leg. And still the only goal scored by a Canadian player over 2 legs. One more goal for Kyle Laren would put him at the top of the list for Canadian players in terms of goal scoring in World Cup qualifiers. He comes into this game with 10. This will be ushered out for a goal kick. Looking on the bench for Haiti, what attacking options do they have left? They need 2 goals in this final 20+ minutes. If they're able to get those 2 goals and keep Canada where they are at, it would be Haiti advancing through on away goals. But a long way between then and now. Ahead for David. Davies continuing his run. David turning the corner. Kyle Laren's in the middle. Laren shoots out of play again. As for Canada tonight, they have done so well to get into the 18-yard box. And it's the final touch that has let them down. The triple save in the first half by Duverger denying David. A couple of chances here for Laren. Here they come again. A nervy moment for Duverger again as he has to track back. The back passes have not been kind tonight to Haiti. Clipped in by Kay. Laren up battling for it. David for Davies. Eustachio keeps it moving. Johnson. Wotherspoon. Touch from David to find the space. Trying to just set this back for Wotherspoon. There'll be a corner kick coming. Corner number 11 on the night for Canada. Eustachio provides the service. Ade was there to meet it. Pirro keeps this in play. And it just deflected off of the forward. Quickly put back in. David out of play. Time starting to run thin on Haiti. Kyle Laren's goal in the first leg, plus the own goal here at the start of this second half, enough for Canada. Saba goes down, free kick Haiti. Still Gold Cup coming up this summer for both of these nations. Haiti will have to play through the qualification matches to get in to the main tournament, while Canada is in the same group as the United States, which should make for an interesting match come the middle of July. The zone, low ball in, looking for Pirro. It's cleared away as far as Etienne Jr. Arcus. Etienne Jr. trying to find the space. Saba. Alcius. And out of play. Another giveaway from Canada. Deflected cross. Pirro was there in the middle. Calm clearance here from Canada. France. Larin, can he put this away? Kyle Larin scores! Canada getting it done when it matters most. 2-0 on the night, 3-0 on aggregate, and surely into the final round of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. Just a simple ball over the top. We've talked about the complex build-up for Canada tonight, but it's Route 1 football that gets it done for the Canadians. All of the flair and the flash from Davies and David, but when you need a goal most, you go to the all-time leading goal scorer now in Canadian World Cup qualifying history, and his name is Kyle Larin, now tied at the top with Alex Bunbury. And tonight, it might be the nail in the coffin of Haiti. The celebrations from the captain Milan Borjan. And a substitution for the goal scorer. Sam Adekube coming on, replacing Kyle Larin. 7 goals this cycle for Kyle Larin. And it looks like he'll get a few more chances come the octagonal to add to that total. Canada has not made it easy on themselves tonight. They were helped by the own goal. They were denied on the doorstep countless times. The referee will stop play as we get into the final quarter of an hour. The Haitian player now back on his feet. It looked like his forearm or elbow went into the back of the head of Leverton Pierre. As Haiti get it back rolling again. Well, the odds may be stacked against Haiti coming into tonight, missing some key pieces of their starting 11. 6 changes coming into the lineup. So even with those misses, maybe you thought, looking at the bright side of things, you were going to be a bit fresher than Canada, who made just 1 change tonight. But in the end, the quality of the Canadians have made it so difficult for Haiti to build any sort of chances going forward into the attack. And now it's 3-0 to Canada on aggregate. John Herdman talked about coming into this game as it'll be Steven Lambese coming on. It'll be Steven Saba. There's no 17 on the field for Haiti. So Saba comes off, and Lambese earns his 11th cap tonight. There were no secrets about the goals coming into this qualifying cycle, and especially this second round. The game before Canada took on Suriname a week ago today, that game for Canada came against Aruba. There were 11 changes to the starting lineup after that game against Aruba, as John Herdman wanted to keep everybody as fresh as possible. A couple players came in as subs. There were 11 changes coming into that game. They knew what they needed to do. And it all came down to that game against Suriname. It was win or draw or go home. They got the win on the night, as this ball served in. And then coming into tonight, John Herdman making just that one change, keeping this group together. He said the mood was good, the mission is clear. And it's take us to the octagonal. And this will be a free kick for Canada, just outside the area. With Davies going down. Mark Anthony Kaye is down once again. For LAFC fans, this is not necessarily what you want to see. He's played a big part in the midfield tonight for this Canadian side. Long stoppage here as Kaye now just getting back to his feet. Josue Duverger setting up the wall as he wants ahead of this free kick. Wotherspoon and Davies might favor the right foot of David Wotherspoon. Or does Davies favor this? It'll be Wotherspoon to take, and it's taken in by Duverger. Wotherspoon, an interesting story, grew up in Scotland, representing Scotland at youth international levels up to the under-21s, and then switched over to Canada in 2018 and earning his 7th cap tonight. His mother was born in Canada, which is why he's eligible for this Canadian national team. A goal kick here for Haiti. Sounds like a couple more subs coming on. It'll be Junior Hoylett, Tayon Buchanan. And the job well done for Jonathan David. No goals to show for it, but he created plenty for this Canadian side. And the other will be Alphonso Davies. And 2 poster childs for this Canadian golden generation. Replaced by the youngster in Buchanan, earning just his 4th cap, and Junior Hoylett, the experienced veteran. So Hoylett and Buchanan on, Davies and David off. What a night it has been for both of those players. They show their quality each and every time they come onto the field, especially when representing their country. Tonight was no different. In the end, just nothing to show for it on the score sheet like they did a week ago when Davies scored a goal and assisted on 2 for David, and David was able to score a hat trick on the night. Look at the ball to find the space. Simonsen will now just play this back. In the end, this was just a hill too big for Haiti to climb. Buchanan plays this across for Hoylett. The 2 substitutes who just came onto the field. Hoylett to the end line. This will deflect out of play. So a corner kick upcoming. Stacchio will stand over this. Here comes the in-swinger, headed away by Ade, a powerful header to clear that away. Bese asking for offside. Sent across. Buchanan, couple of step overs. Buchanan deflected out of play. Another corner kick with 5 minutes to go. Canada just trying to coast on in at this point, up 3-0 on aggregate. Pirro there to head that away. Throw awarded to Canada, and another sub upcoming. Dietz and Lucius will come on, replacing Brian Alcius, who some could argue could have been given a second yellow for his challenge in this second half. Long switch of play, Adekube to the end line, using his pace to keep this in play, at least for the moment. Another corner kick coming for Canada. Has really been the story for the Canadian attack tonight. This will be corner kick number 12. 4 times more than that of Haiti tonight, not just 3. Kay. 3 minutes to go from Bridgeview, Illinois, and SeatGeek Stadium. In the zone, plays this behind Lucius. Canada came into tonight up 1-0 on aggregate. They're going through Kyle Laren. Everything was going according to plan or close to it. As a Haitian player now on the ground. Until just on the other side of halftime when Josue Duverger just had an absolute breakdown at the back. An own goal got Canada on the board first, made it 2-0 on aggregate. And then Kyle Laren was able to salt this one away and put it out of reach here later on in the second half. This game was in the balance for quite some time. Adekube brings this forward. Hoylett shoots off the post, the putback, an easy finish. Canada can start to celebrate now. On to the final round of World Cup qualifying. Junior Hoylett doing it all himself. Adekube brought it forward. Kids, follow your own shot. You never know what's going to come of it. Hoylett does just that. And the scoreline might look a bit cruel to Haiti in the end. But they held tough in this game for as long as they possibly could. And you just wonder if the own goal does not happen at the start of this half, what this game looks like. We could play the what-if game all night long. But in the end, it's a Canadian coronation. For Junior Hoylett, that is his second goal in this World Cup qualifying cycle. His 11th overall for his national team. It's 4-0 on aggregate. If you were with us for the first 45 minutes, this game was hanging in the balance. Couple of chances saved off the line. A triple save for Haiti. Canada made it quite difficult on themselves until the own goal, and then they started to flow a bit more as Haiti had to start attacking upfield a bit more, leaving themselves exposed at the back. As we get into 4 minutes of additional time. So Panama already through. El Salvador closing in on that as well. Buchanan. Appeal for handball. Duverger will clear this away. And Canada will be that third and final team to qualify out of this new format put into place due to the pandemic. With the top 5 teams based on FIFA rankings already qualifying for the final round. That being the United States, Mexico, Costa Rica, Honduras, and Jamaica. Pretty much went according to the rankings as to who qualified. As Hoylett is well offside. It was, of course, the 5 teams that just mentioned. El Salvador was ranked 6th in CONCACAF, Canada 7th, and Curacao and Panama were 8th and 9th respectively, but only 1 place apart. Curacao 80th, Panama 81st, so that was a toss-up, while Haiti was 86th. This will be a goal kick. The only real surprise coming out of round 1 was St. Kitts and Nevis knocking off Trinidad and Tobago and getting into this round, but El Salvador is all over the island nation. So as this octagonal sets up, going to be mighty interesting to see who gets those 3 places to move on to the World Cup, and who will have to go into the Interconfederation playoff. And it all gets going this September. Some international windows will feature 3 qualifiers per window for some teams. It will be an absolute grind as all of World Cup qualifying, the yellow card will be issued to Junior Hoylett. All of World Cup qualifying will take place between September and March. And of course, the World Cup moved to the end of 2022 in Qatar. This is Pierre, who was down. This might take us through the 4 minutes at this point. But after that second goal tonight by Canada, I felt that was the one to put the nail in the coffin of Haiti. They really gave it their all tonight, making 6 changes without their starting goalkeeper. The list goes on and on. But in the end, this Canadian side just too strong. They will be the ones qualifying out of this 2-legged tie. And now just needing confirmation. And for Pirro, who takes a touch. Adekubi clears this away. And there it is! The whistle Canada has been waiting to hear for over 20 years. Canada is off to the final round of World Cup qualifying in CONCACAF. A 3-0 win on the night and a 4-0 win on aggregate over Haiti. They did what they needed to do. John Herdman said the mission is clear. Take us to the octagon. And to the octagon, Canada will go. A remarkable performance on the night. They may have done it the hard way, but...
Un son qui résonne dans vos tympans. Le son pur de Radio Pure FM. Le son pur, c'est sur Radio Pure FM.
Ou te yo rentre la caillou. Lave men ou avant ou al chita pour manger tout. Lave men ou fin tout se ou fin esterne ou fin mouche ou. Lave men ou lave 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 lave
Élève l'école, directeur, professeur, parents, famille, amis, voisins, voisines. Nous tous concernés. Pour ceux qui prennent soin d'un monde qui est à l'hôpital ou bien malade, cherchez de l'eau propre, cherchez savon, frottez l'eau, frottez plat, frottez fente tout, nettoyez en bas zone, bien laver pour plus vite 20 secondes.
Lave, 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 lave.
Ouais, si tu n'as période coronavirus ça, évitez trop coller sur moun qui a poussé ou bien qui a la fièvre. Évitez trop coller sur moun qui a souffre ou ne la rime. Kembe distance pour pipiti 1 mètre à tout le monde. Et sous senti symptômes coronavirus, relais dans 116 ou bien si vous avez des questions, relais dans 2020. C'est un message projet développement communautaire participatif CDD avec support USAID, OEA, PADF et ministère santé publique.
Ay, bagay la red. Et nos amis bien que pas ça. Est-ce qu'on entend parler de corona? Yo dis un virus qui pas joué, ouais. C'est maintenant qui vous veillez corps, ouais. Faut laver main de temps en temps. Pas bailler la main, pas prendre la main. Big and bobo, faut des standing en bras. D'après ça, yo dit, il fait un pile dégâts. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver main aux amis de temps en temps. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver main aux amis de temps en temps. Si vous sentez quelque chose, amis, pas perdre du temps. Prenez un téléphone, relais dans l'hôpital. Pas cracher en l'air, pas cracher à terre. Puis qu'on panique, sous pas contre qui ça pour faire. Que les autorités, ou y'a pas tout qui ça pour faire. Si vous sentez ou à trembler ou à tousser, pas qu'à respirer ou l'étouffer. Zami pas fait tête dit, faut qu'on tende tout ça yo dit. Zami pas fait tête dit, faut qu'on tende tout ça yo dit. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver mon amis de temps en temps. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver mon amis de temps en temps. Solidarité, solidarité, amis. Solidarité, ouais, yeah, yeah, yeah. Solidarité, solidarité, amis. Solidarité, ouais, yeah, yeah. Corona, il a fait un pile dégâts. C'est mettre quoi qui veille, quoi genre. Laver mon amis de temps en temps.
Si il y a un restaurant haïtien qui respecte les normes internationales dans USA, il parle que Cuisine la Caille Plus. Qui blague école dans 1672 Blue Hill Avenue Matapen. Toute prestation traîne dans Matapen Square. Un bel espace propre, sécurisé, climatisé. Depuis sous nom, Cuisine la Caille Plus, nous déjà ouais manger au bon, c'est coupé douette, bouillon tête cabrit, du riz avec jonjon, pitimi, blé, maïs moulin, du riz collé, sauce pois, légumes, lambi. Bon banane, moi connais un pile nous te perdu goût bouche nous, mais grâce à Cuisine la Caille Plus, tout problème résout. Si l'ami, pas faire négligence, suspend manger tente cap banou acide. Couille Algérie nous dans Cuisine la Caille Plus. Téléphone 857 267 48 67.
Un son qui résonne dans vos tympans. Le son pur de Radio Pure FM. Le son pur, c'est sur Radio Pure FM.